Kink Live in the Bing Lounge is presented by Intel. Please welcome to the Bing Lounge, Trampled by Turtles. Keep clapping, keep going. They're not ready yet. Extended applause.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Portland.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome back to town. Played the Aladdin Theater tonight and last night. How'd it go last night on a scale of 1 to 100?
Well, I think we got a good 98 last
Yes. Yeah.
night. We were a little bit short on sleep, so tonight we'll go for the...
All right. A fully rested Trampled by Turtles.
Yep.
You guys picked a beautiful time to be here in Portland. You guys are from Duluth, Minnesota.
That's right. Are you also from Duluth, Minnesota?
Well, my sister was born there, but I'm from South Dakota.
Oh, I can see how that would be exciting. Yeah.
Now, a lot of...
Vikings!
Somebody cuff her up. It gets cold here. How cold does it get? What's the coldest Duluth on record, winter on record?
Man, I don't know. Anybody know
that you
that?
guys have experienced?
I mean, with the wind chill, we felt 40 below.
God,
But 65
really?
below zero.
65 below.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With the wind chill, yeah. But I don't care. You say that like it makes it not as cold or something. It's pretty damn cold.
We start complaining when it gets a little gray and wet. That's cold. That's
it's different when it's kind of humid and cold, though. It does feel different for sure.
The band has 6 studio records. The latest came out in April called Stars and Satellites. The band's second #1 album on the bluegrass charts. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now it seems for me too obvious to simply ask, like, where does the name Trampled by Turtles come from? I mean, I'm sure you get that from bozos like me, like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the greatest lie that you've ever made up as to where the name came from? There's got to be a good one there.
Ryan, you've had a couple. I've never been able to come up with a good story.
Baloney.
No, really. But other people have.
Like your great uncle was literally trampled?
No, I think they're more usually like drug-induced visions.
Okay.
But the true story is that it was just a name. It was just random, probably like most band names. That we had. There were 3 of us. It was our banjo player, our mandolin player, and me in the band. It was kind of a side project. We were playing in rock bands in town, and we had a couple shows booked, and we didn't have a name, and we just needed something. So we all, actually, were you in on that naming too? Yeah, Timmy was there too. We all brought, we all brought like, our little notebooks full of band names, and we were trying to avoid like a bluegrassy sounding name because we thought, well, that's kind of obvious, And it was really like Eric came up with it on the mandolin player down there. It was the first one that we didn't just outright hate. So we're like, good enough,
And you just were like, I don't know, I love turtles. I love being trampled.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to come up with, right?
It is kind of random.
Yeah.
I think you need to come up with a way more fictitious story. Just an idea.
Well, you can, if you think of something, let us know. 'Cause we're taking suggestions for that.
You mentioned what you guys were doing before you came together. Before the band came together, you guys were all in different bands, correct?
Most of us, yeah.
Not bluegrass bands.
Right, yeah.
So what type of music were you playing, and how did that evolve into the formation of your band, Trampled by Turtles, and the sound that you guys are playing today?
Well, all of us have a little bit varied musical paths. Myself, I played in a terrible punk band when I was in high school, a terrible rock band in Duluth, and then it was this for me. But this is the first time it was any kind of an acoustic attempt, really. But these guys have all, man, Ryan, you've been in other stuff. What, hip-hop band?
Yeah, I've been in hip-hop bands and speed metal bands.
Really?
And punk rock, yep.
Eric was in a Black Sabbath cover band once.
Yes.
Tim has all sorts of things. Choir.
Jam bands, classic rocks, jazz band.
And a Frank Sinatra tribute band.
Yep.
Yes.
Frank Sinatra tribute show, dinner theater, great.
Yeah. He's kind of doing what you would normally do later in life first and then move.
Well, it's brought you together to where you are now in Trampled by Turtles. Please make some noise for the band Trampled by Turtles in the Bing Lounge.